Wham! Here we go. We have another vampire. I have no idea what the hell he is wearing. What is that outfit? Simlings, welcome back to Conversion, where we are attempting to change every townie into a vampire using just this one sim that we have here. There are approximately 130 townies to change altogether. I have every expansion pack. I don't have every stuff pack. I'm missing like 2 of them because they look like garbage, but I've got most of them. This episode is hard and fast, so grab onto your ass or you leave it behind and let's get going. We've gone straight to the discotheque. We've had one quick little dance to get in the mood, and now we're striking. We're beginning here with Angela Pleasant, and we're moving straight on to Candy Bear. Just turn around, just get the next one. Go, go, go. Sims are reacting more in this episode already. As we can see, there are a couple of Sims there who are reacting quite negatively to what's happening, whereas if you remember in the last episode, they were kind of okay with it. Like, here, you can see they're freaking out, but in the last episode, they were kind of like, oh yeah, there's just this random person going around biting people, whatever. We have an interesting moment with Mortimer Goth here. We bite him. Everything seems to be going well. He's not liking it. We're losing friendship status. But then he just puts up a hand. He's like, no, stop. And then he walks off. Like, bye. Like, come back. Come back, you ungrateful person, you. But we don't let that moment get us down. We keep going. We go for Dominic Fires here. Give him a bite. Everyone around us they're not liking it. Joaquin Lechien there is really, really not liking it, but we don't let that deter us. Then we're on to Clara Bjergsen. We've got 2 people who are already in who are from the last episode who are in the process of converting. What happens here? I remember, oh right, yes, in the background there. That's what's happening. We're finishing off Dominic Fires. It took 2 attempts to get him. Unfortunately, we had another Mortimer Goth issue where he just turned and left, but it worked this time. It just took 2 goes. Tried to get Supriya Delgato. Once again, she said no. I didn't realise the Sims could say no to becoming a vampire, but they can. And then we go for Jacques here. And of course, while we're going for Jacques, Vlad sends us a text because he's a stage 5 clinger, this guy. You get a lot of texts from him. And at the same time as that, we also get a creepy 4th wall break from Sadako here. She's just like, hurry up, I don't care. I already know what I'm doing. I am a grand level vampire. After that, we're going for one of the pancakes. We're going for another one of the OGs. Got Eliza Pancake here. Yeah, there's not much to say. We're just going around. How many more do you reckon we can get while we're at the disco here? There's definitely plenty to choose one. Jem Harris! I was thrilled when I saw this, because biting into the paper bag, I got so excited I knocked my mouse and ended up zooming out completely. But yes, we can bite under the paper bag. I want to know what he looks like under that. I'm so curious to know what his face looks like. And he can bite through the paper bag. That was interesting as well. You don't need a mouth when you wear a paper bag. The paper bag will do the chewing for you. That is excellent news. On Tobacco Jang over here. This was a really cool scene with the lights going. I thought that was actually quite pretty. It added a little bit of ambience there. I was quite fond of that, except then the lights stopped and the DJ was like, can you not? No, just deadly silence suddenly there. Then we couldn't get Supriya, but we got Justin Delgato. So we got one of the Delgato families. Sorry, one of the Delgato family members. So that's 2 households now that we've got members of from Brindleton Bay. So we haven't forgotten that. I think we've almost got someone from every world now. Yeah, we've got Bridgechester, Willow Creek, Windenburg, San Myshuno. Oh no, we don't have anyone from Strangerville yet. We have to make that a priority at some point. We have to go and actually make sure we get some people so that we at least have every world covered. But I think Justin's the last one for now. It's time to move on. we're going to go check in with one of the Sims that we turned from the first episode, because we know it takes a few days after being bitten for them to change. So that's why I wanted to keep checking in, because I didn't know how the conversion would happen. So checked in with the BFF household where we had bitten originally Summer and Travis. And I wanted to see, were they ready to convert yet? Is it 1 sim day, 2 sim days, however many, just so we could get a good timeline. So we stopped, and she's very uncomfortable and she's very queasy. And then this happens. And this was a really cool moment to actually see that. And this is something I learnt, is that for them to convert, they will not just convert on their own if you leave them to their own devices. You do have to go visit them. It is in your presence in the presence of the vampire who bites them, that they change. Also, her dark form that you saw there, bit weird. And as you'll see as we go, some of the outfits that they'll change into are quite entertaining. I had nothing to do with that. I have not edited or changed anything there. What you see is what the game gave me. But as you hear, Summer's in a bad mood. She's still uncomfortable. I don't know why she's uncomfortable, and frankly, I don't care. It's probably my fault. But, welcome to the world of being immortal, I guess. You'll always be cranky. It's not a great place to be, but welcome anyway. We chose to share some vampiric knowledge with Summer, get her off to a little bit of a start, give her an idea of what she's in for. Because I imagine it's not something that we as humans would have any idea as once you become a blood-sucking vampire. I don't think it's something that we have a natural sort of intuition for. So, better give her a heads up, like, hey, things are about to get rough. So here's this little tiny bit of knowledge. Best of luck with that, and then bye. And she's mad that we left. But there's a pretty tree to go look at. Look at this pretty tree. How cool is that? I was well impressed with this. As I had to include this scene because that is a beautiful, magical tree. Hello? Okay, cool. But yeah, lovely tree. Very nice tree right there. And then it's off to go raise some more havoc, I guess. So our thirst need is quite low. You can't die of thirst, but still wanted to, go feed her. So we went to Magnolia Blossom Park in Willow Creek, decided to do a little bit of fishing while we wait for Sims to spawn. We didn't catch anything. I guess fish are afraid of vampires too, but can you blame them really, I guess? But it's a romantic scene in the fall with the blossoms and everything in the background. It's very pretty and the leaves falling. Really fond of that. Very, very pretty. It took a hot minute for some Sims to actually start spawning, but one appeared in the form of a child, which this answered the question that I had in the previous episode. Can you convert children? The answer is no. Can't change children. Boo! But we bit Lily in the last episode as well, so I thought we'd check in with her as she was walking past, see if she would suddenly change or not. Got excited because she looked really ill. I was like, oh, yes, she's converting, but no. No, she's not. But it was a really cute outfit she had on there. Figured we couldn't change the little Delgato child, so I thought I would just mock him instead and just make him feel terrible. I figured we should inflict the worst accusation of all and imply that his mother is a llama, because that's the worst thing you can do in The Sims. What is with the llamas? Do the Sims love them or do they not like them? It's hard to tell because they seem to be like almost this sort of religious symbol in some way, and then in other ways it's like, oh, llamas are awful. I'm so confused by this. So I went over and was trying to compel this spellcaster here, Minerva, into letting me drink blood from her, and she just was having none of it. But here we go. We had another successful conversion here. Bjorn, who we bit in the last episode. Wham! Here we go. We have another vampire. I have no idea what the hell he is wearing. What is that outfit? That is the worst. No, that's terrible. No. Okay, so, but at least, we have another vampire, so that's something. We may need to edit that outfit to make him a little more intimidating looking, because he just looks like some kind of terrible Christmas elf. I completely forgot to take on board that obviously the moment they convert, they're going to become very, very allergic to the sun. And Bjorn is smart there. He thought to put up a parasol, but it doesn't block out enough sunlight. So, hopefully he runs home and survives. I guess we'll find out later when we go and check up on him. Just going and depriving some needs of some general Sims because I was getting a little bit bored and need something to do. No one was letting me drink from them. Every time I tried to compel them, they were like, nah. So, I don't know why. A grand level vampire, and I can't compel these people to let me drink. Moira put up such a fight. As you can see here, that's not the first time I tried. So that was just frustrating as all get out right there. Sadako's face, she's so angry. She's like, why? Why won't you let me? I am supposed to be one of the most powerful vampires, and yet I'm getting nowhere with this. So I suppose we'll just go try somewhere else and just give up on this place. So we decided to go visit the Calientes in Oasis Springs. I nearly always say Oasis Landing because I love that world, but that was Sims 3. That was a time gone past. We missed out on this Caliente. As I said, I can never remember who's who. So that one, we skipped out on her, but really we were here to see Nina, who was the one we bit in the previous episode, to see if she would change now that we were in her presence. So, Sadako's just going to let herself in. She's going to vampiric entrance through that door. We can see the blonde Caliente out the back there. I'm not even going to bother trying to remember which one's which. I'm sure I'll hover over her name eventually. Which one are you? Dina? Nah. Not really bothered. She's going to be a vampire soon anyway. But I'm figuring nothing was happening like immediately, which is I expected immediately to be notified that Nina was changing, but it didn't happen. So decided I was going to go and compel Dina for a drink of blood here. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to deplete life spirit because I wasn't actually sure if that would kill them or not. But here we go. We're gaining another vampire. Here goes Nina. Let's see what her outfit looks like. Oh dear. I mean, I like it more than the demonic Christmas elf, but I'm still not thrilled by that outfit. Do like the choker on her. That suits her. But yeah, I've got to have to go in at some point and give everyone makeovers and make them look a whole heap better. But we've added another vampire to the list. That is sweet. And here we go. Another one. Lily just happened to be walking past. And apparently she's close enough to be considered in my presence, so she's changing too. So this is awesome. And her outfit is... I got to admit, I love that. Not the shoes. The shoes do not match. But I'm actually kind of fond of that outfit. That is just, it's so wacky that I quite am fond of it. It's quite K-pop actually, very K-pop fashion. But yeah, so we've got 2 to add to the list. And just going in here, just finally managed to compel someone for a drink. So we've got Dina here, just gonna drain as much blood as we can without killing her. And then we're gonna go after Don Lothario as well because, you know, why the hell not? He's just standing so politely there with his bowl of food that, yeah, I might as well just jump in there and see what I can get from him as well. It was about now that I realised how slow a process drinking blood was. But hey, her points are going up. Check that out. That's pretty cool. And then we get another text from Vlad. As I said, stage 5 clinger. Look at him go. Oh, I'm so glad you're getting the hang of this whole vampirism thing. Would you like me to come over and help? Yeah, sure. Come on over. Come on over to this house that isn't mine and help train me up a little bit in skills that I've already mastered. That'd be sweet. Although if you can help me, like... Oh, there's Lily in the background. Tromping off. Yeah, she's probably still getting sunburnt, actually. Sorry, Lily. Probably should have warned you about that a little bit earlier. But yeah, Vlad does fly over. I later find him upstairs talking to... Forgotten her name already. Nina, that's the one. But, yeah, didn't bother much with that. But we're coming to the end of this episode. Having our last final feed off Don Lothario here. But we'll wrap this up until next time. If you've made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. I do truly appreciate it. What's the usual? You know, like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Would appreciate it if you did. You can sort of add yourself to the little family of siblings here. We are a very little family right now, but, you know, we're expanding every day, which is nice. But other than that, until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in my next video. Laters.